Bayern Munich. Xabi Alonso, Nagelsmann, Ranier, Glasser have all said no. And we're looking at the possibility of Thomas Tuchel now being in charge for the start of next season. Jurgen is with us, Frank as well. Jurgen, how did we get here?
Anything is possible at Bayern Munich. You know, that's why they called them FC Hollywood, years ago. And yeah, I mean, anything is possible, So Thomas, open the door again and make some comments. And who knows, maybe once the season is over, they sit down, they have a Weissbier, and some white sausages and all that before 12 o'clock at noon. And they figure something out. So anything is possible at Bayern.
Would you stay if you were Thomas Tuchel, Jurgen, given everything that's gone on, not only on the pitch, but what you've heard off it as well?
Well, I mean, when you come into Bayern Munich, and I've been there as a player and as a manager, that there's so many things being said. There's so much turmoil when things go wrong. You lose 2-3 games, you're the worst manager. You win 10 in a row, then you're the best one, and whatever. But it is just Bayern Munich is just normal that you're always accompanied by rumors, by who's saying what, by all the experts on TV and in the papers, and this is just normal. It's just the Bayern Munich lifestyle, and if you get along with that, you might have a really good time. And it seems like Thomas right now has actually a fairly good time after all they kind of said about him and whatever happened the last couple of months. So I wouldn't be surprised if he stayed at Bayern Munich.
What if they rang you up, Jurgen, and said, who would you choose? Keep Thomas Tuchel or bring back Hansi Flick? What would you go for?
Well, also on the inside of the club, we shouldn't forget that there's a lot of changes happening as well. They have new leadership now with Max Eberl. Until a year ago, Oliver Kahn was in there. Other people, sporting directors, were in there. So they changed quite a bit on the inside of the club, even if the person that still runs that club, no matter what title he has at the moment, he has the title of honorary president, is Uli Hoeneß. Uli Hoeneß is always there and always calls the shots. It's just the way it is. So I'm really curious to see now what happens there, as all kind of fans in Germany are. But it will never be quiet in Munich, that's for sure.
It's a very political answer. Thank you very much, Jurgen. Flick or Tuchel? Who would you go for?
I leave that up to you guys.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Jurgen. With Stevie.
Well done. What's the point
of life, or what?
What's the point? I mean, they've been on a world tour trying to find a manager.
Yes.
Yeah. Even what next? The bus drivers turned it down, Thomas, so we're left with you. Do you want to stay? Right. I promise we'll do a little bit more to help you next year. Come on. I mean, I hope he decides that the best decision would to walk away and see whatever happens, because he's going to have similar problems.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe Leverkusen won't be as good. I would imagine they won't be, because it's an unbelievable stretch they're in. But those issues are not just going to resolve themselves, and the problems that he had behind the scenes and the fact that they've hawked themselves around everybody is embarrassing. If they go back to him now and say, well,
What would you prefer if you're Thomas Tuchel? Stay at Bayern Munich or go to Manchester United?
Well, he can't stay at Bayern Munich.
I don't think he can stay there.
He can't stay at Bayern Munich. Has he got any self-respect? Seriously? I mean, they've shoved it in his face. They want him out the door. So why on earth would he make himself look so bad by saying okay and I'll stay here?
Oh.
Really? Come on. Is he that desperate? There's no way. There's no way. If Thomas Tuchel's getting any respect for himself, he doesn't stay. Honestly, come on.
And the answer is Hansi Flick did a very good job coming in.
Yes.
At least it gives.
But then at Germany, he was rubbish.
Oh, yeah, I understand that. But what he did for Bayern at that period after Niko Kovac was excellent. And so if that's the option, that's the option for them. But from Thomas Tuchel's perspective, I do think he's got to move on from this.